Welcome back to another Hot Wings experience at Santagato Studios. I am Greg Dybeck / Sean Evans, and I am here with Danny David Lopriore Jr.
Ooh, got
How's
the
it
full
going?
name. Yeah, no, sounds like royalty. I'm ready to go.
But how are you with spice?
I'm Latin, so I think I'm pretty good with spice.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty good with spice. I don't know though. My stomach's not great. My mouth is better than my stomach, if that makes any sense.
But anyway, we've got 6 wings in front of us.
Okay.
So you know the deal. They're
Yes.
going to get progressively spicier. I want to say around the 4 to 6 range of wings. We're probably going to be having a near-death experience, but we're going to be going through it together.
That's all that matters.
All right. Let's jump into this first wing and have a conversation.
Okay.
This first wing is Hot Ones Junior, the yellow sauce. This is literally a hot sauce that Heatness and Hot Ones makes for kids. So if you want your kids to get into hot sauce, check it out.
Okay.
Apology for the quality of the wings. I think every episode we do of this, it just goes downhill.
I'm enjoying it.
It's good sauce though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Just a
Isn't
little kick there.
A little kick at the end. A little mango, apple in there.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
So, you are obviously known for being a boob connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the mere existence of the tit has been crucial for your rise in internet fame. So, can you just describe what is it about boobs that are so inspiring to you?
It might be the best question anyone's ever asked me. When I did make that song, I think I had $7 to my name. I had to walk to work because I couldn't afford the bus. So making videos was like kind of the only thing that was getting me through it. So I had to sing, but I wasn't in a mood to sing about real drama. I said I need to get away from this. I'm already sad because I don't have any money. I can't get to work. I'm not doing well. All I want to do is make these funny ass songs. But to answer your question, I've loved tits since I was But yeah, no, it was just always something like I was just messing around, man. If you see that original video, I'm a mess. Like if you actually see like what's like going on in that room, the room's a mess. I'm a mess. I have like hair growing out of my ears. Like it was a bad time, and being able to make that song 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I still get recognized for that song.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me suck your titties, baby.
Anyway, wing number 2.
Okay.
We've got Secret Aardvark. It's a habanero hot sauce. I don't know. It's a cool label. People love it. I haven't tried it before.
An aardvark.
Great
So Arthur
animal.
is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Sure.
Okay.
Pretty quick escalation to spice.
That one's sneaky. Not horrible though.
So, oh boy, it's hotter than I thought.
Oh yeah.
There is something I just want to get out of the way early in this interview. You can call it the elephant in the room if you want, but obviously you were an integral part of the Basement Yard
That's what they tell me.
during your tenure as a co-host. Obviously, that came to a pretty abrupt end. And look, I don't think you or Joe owe anyone an explanation. I would never ask you to reveal any private details. But I will give you this platform to just address any of the fans who maybe just feel like they didn't get closure, fans who I've seen maybe aren't sure about your relationship with Joe now, and just people who, frankly, just miss you and love you.
That's a good question. I filed a sexual misgrievance. In all seriousness, Joe and I had a conversation on the phone. We both cried. We talked about things that came up that I'll keep between us, but we talked about stuff that I think at the end of the day, our friendship was more important than trying to make something work that wasn't going to work at the time where I was mentally. And where I was, that one got sneaky. Where I was mentally, I was in Florida when we stopped shooting. So it wasn't like, I can come on the show and do a thing and, I'm in the office You know, so it wasn't like something that, you know, it was very abrupt to the public, but it wasn't like abrupt.
Okay.
You know, it was a long conversation. There were tears involved. Joe cried more than I did because I'm a thug.
Or
but,
he's competitive.
Yeah, he's competitive. He said if anyone's gonna cry, it's gonna be me. But yeah, to everybody out there, Joe and I would say we're pretty good friends still.
I would say so. He's sitting right over there.
He's sitting right over there. But no, to the people that miss me and love me, let me tell you something. When you go through certain things in your life or you make certain decisions, you have to understand that in life, not everything is going to go the way you thought it was. And especially when you're in a situation where you're trusted to take care of business and be on the show and do, you know, handle everything that you're supposed to handle. I've learned so much about like business acumen from Joe. I've learned how to be like responsible from him, and he's like younger than me, which like always like kind of pissed me off because he was like, I wish I had his head when I was his age. I wish I had his head when I was this age. So, you know, it becomes one of those things. So I owe a lot to him. So that's like the best feeling now that we kind of get to do videos like this or come together and hang out and we were still able to have that friendship. And I think the friendship was more important. So, you know, we had to make a decision, and like I said, our friendship was more important at the end of the day.
No, I can attest. You guys are still good friends, and I appreciate you answering that, and I think a lot of people watching appreciate you taking the time for that.
Yeah, no, I love Frankie. I love Joe. I love the show. So, you know, to everybody out there, like, you don't have to pick a side. I think you can enjoy everything. Yeah. And then also, like, I'm doing stand-up now. I don't think I would be doing it if I had the security blanket of the show, of the basement yard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had to put myself in an uncomfortable situation and get out there and do my thing.
I know this conversation with Danny is getting super spicy and deep right now, but we want to take a moment and tell you that this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Becoming a father just a year ago and deciding to finally work at the studio full-time really put me in a place where I had to do a lot of reflecting and planning to understand exactly what I wanted and who I wanted to be going forward. And these big life changes, they might look simple and easy on social media, but I promise you, they are not. Luckily, therapy has become such an important tool for me and sort of an active roadmap that I can lean on and use when I find myself in these moments where I might be at a crossroads or have big decisions to make. I think one of the biggest takeaways that I've had from therapy is it's really helped me validate my own feelings. In the past, it was very easy for me to just brush off my problems and say, people have it worse, or you shouldn't be complaining, or man up. And this is honestly one of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself. So I'm really thankful for the experience that I've had in therapy so far to just validate and understand my own problems, my own feelings, my own issues, and then be able to navigate those without telling myself that my problems are irrelevant. So if you've been thinking about giving therapy a try, I encourage you to do so, and you should check out BetterHelp. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time if you think that there might be a better fit out there for you. That's totally cool. You could easily do that with BetterHelp. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Santagato today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Santagato, and you'll get 10% off your first month. Let's move on to wing number 3. We've got probably the best hot sauce known to man. This is Secret Handshake Food Co.'s Everything Bagel hot sauce. Honestly, if you guys don't know this by now, are you even a real fan? Because this is our hot sauce. Like, we actually make this. This is the studio's hot sauce. When you go and buy this hot sauce, it's supporting us. We're super proud of it. We got some new flavors on the way, so stay tuned. And honestly, it's just delicious. You can pick it up at heatonist.com. It's available at a bunch of Walmarts around the country, walmart.com, Amazon. Try it out if you haven't. Get some more if you have. Danny?
This is a nice break.
A lot of flavor first, and then it really hits you.
Who brought up the idea of hot sauce? That's the question I want. I'm putting you on the hot seat.
It was me. I brought the idea to Joe, and then we started working on it together immediately. And to be honest, it was kind of one of those crazy things that I don't even know how serious I was when I said it, but Joe and I go through moments a lot on the business side, the creation side, where it's almost funny to like think what can we accomplish and then actually do it. Sometimes we really feel like we can do anything. And I think when you're in that stride and you have that confidence and momentum, it really is possible. And it just takes people getting to that point to believe in themselves to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think you're kind of the unsung hero of this place, I would say.
I'm not looking for compliments.
No, I'm not saying that. I just feel like I think what you bring to the table and what Joe brings to the table is yin and yang-ish. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it literally is like the perfect fit of yin and yang. Like, you guys won't bullshit each other in terms of like what you guys want to do creatively.
Yeah, I think so.
And what you guys have been able to do creatively. But you had a question for me?
I did. All right. Ooh. So, one more thing about the basement yard, and then we'll move on from it. But it's my own hot sauce, too. So many great moments when you were co-hosting. Just any that stand out. Just a little trip down memory lane, kind of best moment, and two-part question. Best memory that you have, and you kind of touched on it before, but what's the biggest lesson that you learned walking away from that show?
I would say my top 3 favorite moments are when we were talking about the sky lighting up in the middle of the night. You remember that? When we were talking about I don't know what it was, like a transformer blew up in Queens or something, and like at Con Edison. That was one of my favorite moments because people were trapped on planes. Yeah, and when people were trapped on planes and in the airport. That was probably the funniest thing, because you could tell if you watch that episode, if you go back and watch that episode, we can't say a word without crying. Like, I think that's the hardest I've ever laughed on that show. The other one was I called Joe a twink and I choked on water. And I threw up. You remember when I threw up during the show? I threw up during the show. I drank water and it like went down and then came out of my nose and I just threw it up. But and then there was another bit that we were talking about carrying a mattress. About a big bed. That one. There was ones when we called like a bunch of like sex hotlines. Like we were guessing if these were real phone numbers and they were all sex hotlines. People love the dirty rat one. People love that. When we did that, we didn't even think about it after. Like we just did like a bunch of mob wives shit. Because you got to remember, you do podcasts too. As soon as you leave, you don't remember like anything you really said, like right after. And like to this day, people like still call me a fucking filthy, dirty fucking rat.
So funny. That one hits so hard. I think you know when in your life the strangest people start sending you your own work. I think my mom sent that to me.
Yeah.
And she had never even mentioned you before.
No, she was like, I don't know who the fuck is this fucking guy. But the biggest thing that I learned going away from the show was the question. Sorry, my tongue's on fire. What was the question? The second part?
Or just that you took away from your time at the show.
2 things. One, you got to figure it out. You know, I think a lot of times, I think throughout my life, I always had somebody to kind of fall back on. I always had like a support system. You know what I mean? It's not that I didn't have Joe's like friendly support and shit like that, but you know, like I'm doing something else. I went through a very transformational period in my life. You know what I mean? I had some mental health issues that I was dealing with. I got out of a very long relationship. A lot of things happened at once and they all rose to the surface. And I kind of just couldn't really handle real life for a little bit. But what I took away from that, from going away from the show, was that I had to really figure out who I was and get a kind of a handle on myself in terms of where do you want to go now? You have to kind of go to, it's very scary when you're all alone in your mind and you don't feel like you're as secure as you used to be. So for me, I had to really understand what's next for me. And then, you know, what in my mind, I said, in my mind, God, that fucking shit is hot.
But not that hot.
Not that hot. No. The AARDVARK is still the one that's sneaking up on me. You know, I was able to start a podcast with my brother, and the best thing about doing the podcast with my brother was we weren't really that close. We were close, but like we didn't see each other that much. I get to see Michael every week now. My brother Jared's on the show now, so like we kind of get to be like
13, 14, 15 again and like do the show. But yeah, I learned so much, like how things work. Like I said, business acumen, how to handle yourself, how to, be smart with your decisions and shit like that. So I got to learn a lot. I'd say the thing I missed the most about the show is the paycheck, probably.
Well,
Yeah.
man, thanks for being so honest.
The older I get, the less bullshit you kind of have to deal with.
You can't bullshit yourself. Only for so long.
And then when it catches up to you, it catches up to you hard. So, you got to figure it out. You have to take moments in your life to kind of just really plant your feet in the ground and be like, who do I want to be as a person?
Yeah.
I
I have a question about that, but let's jump into this next wing first.
This shit looks fucking hot. This is scary. Anything that looks like a chutney is very chutney-ish.
Yeah.
What is this one?
This, we're working with Scorpion Disco. Yeah. It just says funkin' hot on it.
What's the Scoville rating?
These don't say them, the Scoville rating. I heard that's all bullshit, by the way. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or it's just like a guessing game.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I guess.
Never had this.
Ooh. I hate when it comes in your nose.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here
We're
we
on
go.
the back leg.
No
Here we
bitch
go.
bites, right?
No bitch bites.
I landed right on my tongue. Oh, that's lighting my nose out. This is bad.
This is worse than I thought.
Oh.
Did you have a second bite? Are you still going?
Yeah, man, I ain't no bitch.
It goes away, right? The sensation.
Whoa!
We're in it. But we just got to fight through it. We got to fight through it. You're with me? Mm-hmm. So, you mentioned stand-up before. This is almost like the bomb level. Just let that sit. You are someone who's been very open about your mental health, your anxiety, panic attacks. So I can't imagine that it was easy making this transition in your life. I have no tongue. To be in one of the most vulnerable positions as an artist I think you could be in stand-up comedy.
Uh-huh.
I think I remember you posting something about having a panic attack before a show, but did you just talk about the hurdle that you had to overcome to just forge this new career as stand-up? And now you're doing shows in front of a lot of people, tours all over the place. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so my thing was, we're all gonna be dead one day.
Okay. Maybe in a few minutes.
So I don't want to be one of those people that's gonna be dead. I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of those people that when they're about to die,
Okay.
they look at their life and say, why didn't I do that? Mm-hmm. What's the worst thing that happens? You bomb? I've bombed before. I have a lot of enjoyment in the process of writing jokes. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of fun in the process of performing those jokes. In a ironic way, I feel less anxious on stage than I do like in a Whole Foods.
Okay.
Like regular human things are what really trigger my anxiety.
Why do so many comedians say that?
I don't know. It's something about getting lost in the performance that you're not really thinking about the anxiety and the panic. You're kind of allowing yourself to let go of that for whatever time that you're on stage. The rush that you get from being on stage kind of overrides the panic. Now, I have had panic attacks on stage, but I've gotten through those sets. But it's just really about being honest with yourself. And I used to say on the Basement Yard all the time, I wanted to do stand-up and take that leap. So what I really wanted to do after was, if I'm going to do it, though, I want to respect the art form and do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I can go out there and just, like, sing Let Me Suck Your Titties and shit like that and do that, and that's fun. But, like, my thing was I want to go out there and not use, like, that stuff, like, as my backbone. Like, I want to go in there naked.
Okay.
I want to do everything naked.
I respect that too. I'm not gonna lie. I question that. Like, not I don't think I was being a hater, but I think people wonder, like, especially other comedians, when you have an audience that's kind of built in from your online presence. Is there a possibility of you taking an easy way out? Are you gonna kind of like rehash the classics? And man, from the show that I saw, and I will be seeing more, you did not do that at all. Like, you really crafted a set.
When I got into stand-up, I said, this is the one thing in my life that I'm going to do 100%.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I'm going to do it 100%, and I want to do it the right way. Mm-hmm. So, like, once you kind of get to that point, and that point of self-belief where you could actually do something and actually have on your own and put yourself in a position to be successful, now it's all about what you want to do after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there busting their ass doing fucking 10 open mics a night. Just bouncing from club to club. I'm not there yet. But my thing is respect the art, but respect yourself. If you respect yourself, you'll do the best that you can in whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah, man, it's powerful and it shows, and you're not just bullshitting. I've seen you throughout these years. Our relationship has evolved, but I think that's been just one of the biggest transformations I've seen in you, and it shows, and we're super proud of you. And I speak on behalf of literally everyone watching this video right now. Like,
thank you.
We're so proud of you, and it's great to see. And Danny's not going anywhere, guys.
I'm around, man. I'm around. If I'm not on the road, I'll be in here. I don't give a fuck. I'm hanging. This is always family, and it's one of those things I always love when I get the phone call to come in and hang out. But like I said, man, just believe in yourself. At least, even if it's for a month, try it for a month.
Sure. Just
believe in yourself for a month, and see if your life changes at all.
That advice was the bomb. What are you still eating over there?
I'm picking, baby.
Okay. The bomb beyond insanity. It needs no introduction. I have nothing else to say about it. This is going to suck, but we're in it together.
Which one is this? This red one?
Yes.
This looks like it's going to be fucking horrendous.
This, I'm just going to let you know, this is going to be the worst one by far.
This is the worst one by far?
Worst one by far. So it gets easier after this. Yeah, it gets easier. This is going to be, if last one was hell, this is like the final layer of hell.
Oh, jeez.
So, cheers. Love you, buddy.
Cheers. Love you, too. I'll see you on the other side, baby. Don't touch your eyes.
Watch the eyes.
Woo!
This one just tastes like dog shit, too.
Yeah, it doesn't taste great.
It hits the throat. Should we do another? Because we're fucking animals.
Yeah, 100%. Here we go.
Look at that. I might be a first. So, I gotta say, welcome to the Married Man Club. I recently got married.
Yeah.
I love being married. Like, marriage is, I'm not saying it's easy, but just the dynamic of being married and having that one person is so fun to me. It's so rewarding. But what I'm curious about, also, shout out to Selena. Your wife is incredible. She's an angel.
She's an angel wife.
You married up. That's what we can all hope to do.
That's what it is.
But I'm curious, right now, if you gave, I know marriage is fresh for you. But
it's really
I'm giving
fresh.
you the chance. You get to look back at this video one day.
Okay.
What's the advice to yourself that you want to give to yourself, to your future self, on how to keep your marriage exciting, fun, loving? What do you think are the ingredients to a successful marriage over time? And you're going to say these words, and then you have to hold yourself to them, because this video will be out there forever.
I would say listen to your partner. Communicate. I love being married. My wife is a big supporter of everything I do. So without her, I wouldn't be doing stand-up. I wouldn't be able to make it alone on the road. We do this thing now where we go on a date every week.
Yo, I'm dizzy. I'm so dizzy.
Yeah. We go on a date every week. I never want to stop dating my wife. She's the most kind and giving person. And being able to trick her into marrying me is the best decision I ever made. But yes, I love being married as well. It's a great feeling. Oh my God, yeah. But yeah, I love my wife. I do.
I might pass out.
Yeah.
I don't feel okay. This is beautiful, everything that you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sad
Think
it's
about
being
your wife.
tarnished by this.
No, think about your wife, dude.
We are nothing without our wives, dude.
Yeah, my wife's so cool.
It's incredible.
Isn't the best feeling in the
I'm
world?
already crying from this wing, so I almost just want to cry because of the love I have for my wife
It's
and
the
that I
best.
know you have for your wife, and just how beautiful it is to know that you can share everything with someone.
Loving someone unconditionally, I hope everybody gets to have that feeling once in their life.
It's a luxury.
Yeah, dude, to have a partner that lets you chase your dream, dude, that's almost unheard of. That's the most selfless thing a person could do.
Yeah.
Is to say, hey, you could just go out there and be on the road. I trust you. I love you. I hope you have the best show possible, and she lets me work.
It's beautiful, man.
I'm afraid of my wife, though. You afraid of your wife?
100%.
Yeah, I'm afraid of my wife.
Because she's smarter, better, more organized, more detail oriented. Like
100%.
just it's which is amazing and it's incredible. And then but you combine your skills, you combine your strengths as a team. But yeah, I'm afraid it's a pressure unlike no other. But it's an opportunity to make you the best version of yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think at some point you got to go through a lot of shit, but at one point you owe it to yourself to at least give it a shot.
No, you're definitely not taking it for granted. I'm not taking this conversation for granted. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's wrap this up with the final. We could sit here all day. This could be a 5-hour episode.
Yeah.
Which I knew would be the case.
Is this hot?
I don't know anymore. I think so.
Dude, my fucking teeth hurt.
Dude, my ear feels like it got railed
Dude.
for hours. I don't know why my ear, but
I'm ready.
Let's give these guys a shout out. This is Torchbearer Sauces, Mushroom Mayhem. Maybe so. Yeah, I guess a little mushroom flavor. It says XXX hot. All right. Well, let's finish this off.
That sounds hot. Cheers.
You've crushed it so far.
Cheers to wives, dude.
Okay. This could be a little. Might be going downhill a little. Good flavor though.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Okay. I like it.
I can feel my intestines shriveling away right now.
Let's use this last wing to wrap up. I want to give you the chance to just let everyone know exactly what you're doing right now, what you have coming up, and just the floor is yours to finish this off with whatever message you want.
Okay. Well, if you would like to see me do stand-up, August 12th.
Don't know when this is coming out, by the way, but just go for it.
Yeah.
Unless
So-
do you have a website? Or something?
Yeah, I do. If you go to my Instagram page at Daniel Lopriore, you can find the tickets for all the links there. But August 12th, I'm in Bridgeport, Connecticut. September 21st, I'm in Long Island, New York. September 27th, I am in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And then October 1st, I am in Washington, D.C., the D.C. Improv. So come check me out. It's a lot of fun. Also, you could check out the Lopriore podcast with my brother if you want. We have a great time doing that. But no, I'm just really happy to be here. It's always a good time when the gang gets together. Bless you.
That was so rude. I'm sorry.
No,
There's just so many spices.
I'd rather you sneeze than hold that in, dude. 'Cause if you held that in, I feel like that fucking cap would fly over your head. But no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Danny, absolutely crushed this. That wasn't easy. We got through it. I appreciate you getting deep and honest with me. And like we said before, Danny's a staple in this studio. Go check out everything he's doing. He will be back in a ton of videos on this channel. So subscribe to Santagato Studios. Guys, support the hot sauce, Everything Bagel hot sauce. People are loving it. Give it a try if you haven't. You can check that out at heatness.com, walmart.com. You can check Walmart's website. It might be at a Walmart near you because they're carrying it. And support the boys and the sauce. That is all.